Greetings, fellow Begonids, and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, where we're doing a lot of things. We're currently trying to fabricate a claim on a fellow count under our same duke. We are trying to raise the levy size in our capital of Narbonne, and we are currently trying to have an heir with our new wife Flamula, who is a lowborn. I'm not sure how she has a dynasty considering she's a lowborn, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. Now, we could recruit a court physician. Not really interested. We have no heir, and of course we will lose our title if we die because we have no heir. Let's go ahead and kick up the game speed just a little bit. Kick it up to 4 while we're waiting for some things to happen here. We are currently losing our war against the Bavarians. This is unfortunate, as you might imagine. My liege, I have collected a tithe in Narbonne. The money should reach you together with this letter. Your humble steward, Johann de Beziers. Excellent news! We get 6 gold, which is great news. Don't get me wrong. At 73 gold, we could actually build a building to give us some more, get better castle walls, which would increase our levy and tax income. However, saving for 146 to get like this barracks or this castle town, or even just the militia training ground would be, I think, a better move overall. And the main reason for that is because obviously the castle town is going to increase our income, which is very important, and maybe our first choice for that reason alone. As well, the militia training ground gives us like 90 more men, which is really huge for this point in the game, and considering our rank, as it were. Now, I'm pretty sure the laws within our own realm here in the Duchy of Toulouse, we have minimum centralization, and we have minimum crown authority, which means that we can declare war on other people. That's important. I have avoided my courtiers for so long, one of them has started to mistrust me. My shyness cripples me, and Everard confronts us. After ducking out of Everard's sight, I realized that he must have seen me and felt ridiculous. Oddly, the man ignored me and seemed to have stopped taking notice of me. What a relief! His opinion of me goes down. So he doesn't like us very much at all. This guy, he's a lowborn, has no relation to anyone we know. I don't know. He's got 7 diplomacy, not very much intrigue, which is useful for us. He's an underhanded rogue, which means he would be more likely to have children, but not really important to us. Fate smiles upon me. My wife Flamula is pregnant. Great news indeed. We need to have children to expand our dynasty. I mean, after all, we are currently the only living member of our dynasty, so we have a long way to go. So currently we have 120 more men than this guy does, Count Roderico of Roseo, which is going to be really important for us to actually, like, expand. And yeah, we're just kind of waiting for things to happen here. It does, playing as a count, it does kind of take a minute, but, that's the way fabricating claims works in this game compared to, like, EU4, for example. We only have a percentage chance per year to do it, and even then, it costs us money and prestige to do it. Oh my. So, it looks like Middle Francia has been disbanded in favor of West Francia. I believe we still have the same Duke, which is really important, and the same counts. So not really a big deal for us, after all. There is a West Francian revolt. But yes, we are now part of the Empire of West Francia. We'll see if it falls apart or not. I grow more and more impatient with Chancellor Morigato. His slothfulness makes him go to extreme lengths to avoid having to do any actual work. His opinion of us is not very high. We could give a stern talking to him. We have a chance of becoming slothful ourselves. And we could throw him in jail. I don't want to throw him in jail since he does have high diplomacy. Our diplomacy ourselves is not very high. However, he is lustful, gluttonous, he's stubborn as well. We'll give him one last chance to sharpen up. I don't want to, piss him off. We have a new heir. We've had a daughter named Amringardis, which I'm most likely butchering since this is a French name. But hey, we have a daughter. We did not fulfill our ambition, which means that we're still going to have a really high chance to have kids. Now, we cannot change our focus until January of 774, and when that day comes, we will definitely want to change our focus because we want to have more men in our army, as it were. Pope Stephanus has died and been succeeded by Pope Gregorius IV. This is fine. Nothing out of the ordinary. See, a cardinal was given... Oh, is that our guy? No. So some guy that we sort of know was given a seat in the College of Cardinals. Sure. My Count, the more I study the Lollard religion, the more I feel compelled to embrace it and to show you the wisdom that lies in these texts. I have sent you excerpts from the most interesting parts. I urge you to follow my example and embrace the Lollard religion. Your court chaplain, Rostan. Man, you know, I hate to do this, but you're not Catholic. I mean, I am lazy. I'm shy, but I'm also proud. I'm zealous. Oh, yeah, I'm zealous. I would never... He's mad. Arrest him. Well, he's been arrested, and our new court chaplain will be this bishop. Very well. Let's go improve relations with the Pope, or attempt to, since we can do things like ask for like money, I think. But that will cost us 100 piety. But you know, 15 gold is nothing to sneeze at for somebody in our position. Our liege wants to make us his commander. Not really interested in that, since our marshal is only 10. And I don't want to lead an army and get killed as a result of doing that. We're also shy and slothful, which is bad. Our steward has collected another tithe. We get another 5.6 gold. This is very useful. We would like for our Chancellor to kind of hurry up here and fabricate this claim. I have been spending more time with my wife Flamula lately, and though of course we did not marry for love, I can tell it is growing between us. Ah, marital bliss. And our wife now has a better opinion of us, and I think that, like, in my experience so far, that the wife's opinion of you, as well as your opinion of your wife, impacts, like, the chance that you're going to have children, because if you don't like each other, you're less likely to have babies. I'm not sure on the exact mechanics of it, but that's been my experience so far. Is plus you want your wife to like you anyway. So even if that's not true, you want your wife to like you because she might try to murder you if she doesn't. Which obviously would be awful if we died this early. Considering that our heir is a 1-year-old girl, that would significantly hamper us, I would say. But yeah, we're still just kind of waiting around, waiting for things to happen, waiting for our Chancellor to do his job, you know, please. Of course, it is supposed to take 5 years, a little more than that, to actually fabricate this claim. Our Marshal, since I have arrived in Narbonne, there has never been a shortage of soldiers reinforcing the troops stationed there. Under our guidance, they believe fame and fortune awaits them. Your Marshal. Oh, thank you. So, the levy reinforcement rate goes up. Doesn't really help us right now because, you know, our levy is full. We have 347 troops that we can levy, and our enemy only has 236. You know, this is obviously good. Now, we could start building the castle walls. This would increase our tax income levy size and increase our fort level. However, I do want to save up for this castle town here, get us some more money so that we can build other things faster. Now, having more than one base stewardship would be nice, but our character is just, he's not a steward. He's not very good at it, unfortunately. King Carl of West Francia has created the title of the Duchy of Luxembourg. Okay, fair enough. Now, one interesting thing we could think about is we could revoke the land of one of our you know, people here, but we're not the right holder for a city or a bishopric. So, like, the levy and the money from these provinces would not be very effective for us, even if we were to be kind of tyrannical and just take over everything in our barony here. The church wants to organize a miracle play for a local saint in our domain. They seem to feel that it should fall on our shoulders to pay for it. We could get 10 piety, which will cost us 3 gold, and that's going to be useful for us because we could actually ask the Pope for some money. He doesn't have a very high opinion of us, though, so he actually says no, which is unfortunate. Well, hopefully our new chaplain, who has 16 in learning, which could he could possibly improve relations with the Pope. which would be very useful for us since we could get that extra money. Also, by the way, the soundtrack for this game is phenomenal. Even if you're not playing it, definitely like go give the soundtrack a listen if you're into this kind of music. Whoa, there's a big old Byzantine revolt. Holy moly. I wonder what they're fighting for anyway. I guess we don't know. The East is still in a bit of an uproar. Unfortunately, our steward has messed up, and we get local revolt risk plus 5% for a year. Shouldn't result in a peasant rebellion. However, if there is one, we're basically screwed. So, our wife does like us more. She's up to 32 opinion of us, which is really, it's a really good point, I think. Our opinion of her went up as well, I believe. Kind of a slow start. Once again, hate to belabor the point, but this is kind of the learning experience for us, being small. And Joseph of the Slavic Uprising has declared war on King Karl of West Francia, who has 8,780 troops. Johann is no longer our steward. Oh dear. He died attending chamber business. Oh dear, that does sound unfortunate, doesn't it? I am going to hire another noble. He has 20 stewardship. This guy is crazy good. Yeah. Welcome to the court, sir. Alright, so, Baron Gario, indeed. Welcome to the court. Please collect taxes for me. I appreciate it. So now our tax income has gone up to 1.15, so he's given us, let's see, how much more? Plus 50% tax modifier. That's insanely good. We really want to get that castle town as well. I wish the Pope would be willing to give us some money, because, fate smiles upon me. My wife, Flamula, is pregnant. We've gotten our wife pregnant again. This is good. You know, the more babies, the better. Again, the Pope will not accept because he doesn't like us very much. We could actually improve relations with the Pope, but, I don't know. Why would we do that when we have our chaplain, who is perfectly capable of it, and we need our Chancellor to actually fabricate a claim here. Now, if we get the claim before we, because claims cost money. Oh no! Our Chancellor has died. This is awful. And we don't have anyone else that's good at diplomacy. Oh dear. Well, let's get Erevard here, or Everard. You'll be our Chancellor. He only has a 3% chance of fabricating a claim yearly. He's really bad at his job. How good is our steward, just out of curiosity? He's not very good at Chancellor sorts of things. We could borrow 300 gold from the Jewish merchants and then expel the Jews, but I don't really see... That's just kind of weird. It's so gamey to do that, but... let us try to recruit a court physician, since it doesn't cost any money necessarily. It can be free sometimes. And we really would like to get a new Chancellor, since, you know, nobody here is capable anymore. Your scouts inform you of a most skilled physician residing in a nearby village. Even though he lacks any formal schooling and is supposedly a raging alcoholic, the villagers swear that he has been able to cure any ailment afflicting them. This Wilfredo could easily be persuaded to come take up residence in your court. We pay 10 gold for this guy, and he would be a great physician. However, we don't have 10 gold to really spare at the moment, so... our steward has already collected us a tithe, which is excellent news. I would very much like to get a guy with good diplomacy. Do we have anyone with even, like, remotely decent diplomacy, like in our court? I don't know. I think we go to, like, find characters, search court, sort by diplomacy. Our wife would actually be a great diplomat, but she's not really available. Our mayor, who is attractive, would be a better diplomat, but I don't know why we can't appoint him to the office, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he's already doing... Yeah, he's already our spy master, and he's not particularly good at it either, so... why don't we appoint someone else to be spy master? Like this guy with 22... See, the problem is, this guy has 22... intrigue, but he doesn't like us very much. Let's make our wife our spy... Nah, our wife shouldn't be our spy master, because that takes away from our state intrigue, which is bad. But now none of our potential spy masters like us, so let's go with the guy that doesn't like us very much. I don't like the idea of it very much, but we'll just have him scheme. And then, yes, we should be able to make this guy our Chancellor now, and he has a slightly better chance of making this happen, even though he is mad at us for firing him from his other position, I guess. A daughter was born to Count Bego, named Iberia. Very well, we have another daughter. Good, more children. See, we can still get good situations out of daughters because we can marry them matrilineally and then give their marriages, you know, like a that's what I'm looking for. We can still give them land, and they'll still be of our dynasty when they have children. So it's just all good news, you know. Plus, one of them still counts as our heir anyway. Just looking at some murder plots. It was one of those situations where you didn't want to tell the truth in case it would hurt the person, but in the same time, honesty is a virtue. So we have a 45% chance of becoming deceitful, or we have a 70% chance of becoming honest. And honest would improve our diplomacy, which means people would like us more. But intrigue, let's see, but we have a less chance of becoming deceitful. Let's try to become honest. Telling lies just seems so wrong. I've gained the honest trait. We're easy to assassinate now, but with our 8 diplomacy, we are, you know, hopefully people are going to like us a little bit more. We still have some people who don't like us very much. It's true. For silly things, too. Duke Stefan has created the Duchy of Auvergne. We're very close to being able to afford a castle town, which would be, you know, great news. And we could kick this guy's ass if we could just, you know, actually declare war. But we need a claim to do that, unfortunately, which sucks. Another nice thing about daughters is you can usually marry them off to people and then press your daughter's claims once their you know, dynasty is weak, basically. All right, only 8 more gold, and we'll be able to afford a castle town. It's good stuff. It's a shame our good Chancellor died. I mean, we really needed him to, like, fabricate a claim, but now we've only got, like, we had an 18% chance before, now we've only got a 3% chance, which is just awful. I mean, honestly, like at this rate, we may never actually get this claim fabricated. We may need to hire some people, just to actually, like, get this off the ground here. All right, we can almost afford the castle town. One more tick should be good here. Huzzah! Alright, let's build it. We absolutely need this. I would really love the troops, but we really need the... Alright, we get the levy reinforcements. An epidemic has started up here in Holland. It is camp fever. Ooh. That's a type of typhoid, I believe. We can start educating our daughter. I think we should teach her, since we don't have anyone that's really, like, good at stewardship. Our best guy is this fortune builder, but our wife is a gray eminence, and so teaching our daughters to be diplomatic as well would be really useful, especially if we end up playing as one of them as our next ruler. King Carl has revoked a county. I mean, sure, why not? King Carl of West Francia has declared for the West Francian claim on the Grand Chief Wichimon the Evil. He's evil, I tell you. He's craven and cruel, ambitious and deceitful. Yep, sounds fairly evil. The current pope has died. Does the next pope like us anymore? He does, but apparently not enough to give us money. My goodness. If only any of our advisors, apart from our steward, were any good. The peasants told the whole castle about a dragon they saw in the forest, and now the eager young men keep nagging me about a true dragon hunt. So we could lose 1 gold and 10 prestige. We could gain 1 martial score, which is nice. We could get monthly prestige, but lose 1 diplomacy for a year. Or, I will kill it and hang its head over the hearth, and our 2 vassals like us more. Let's gain the martial score. It won't increase our levy by very much, but, you know, something is something. We've gained like 20 more troops. The castle town is finished, which should increase our monthly income by a decent sum. Yeah, by 0.4 per month. It's quite good considering how low our base income is. I'm going to do something risky here. I'm going to invite another noble to the court and hope that he has like some good diplomacy. He does not, unfortunately. He has Midas Touch, which would make him great for teaching people, so I guess I'll keep him around. And it would just be really, really nice. Let's look for another court physician. I just want someone with good diplomacy so that we could actually, like, fabricate this claim. But, let's see, this guy. Diaco the monk. He's got 7 diplomacy, so, nah. Sorry, man. At any rate, kind of off to a really slow start here, so sorry about that. But, thank you for joining me, my fellow Begonids. I hope that we can get this campaign rolling soon. But, you know, this is Crusader Kings 2, and thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one.